Welcome back, Weekenders. Today we are taking you to Jaleo. Now, this is probably top 5 restaurants that we've been to here at Disney Spring or at Disney. This one is located here at Disney Springs, right across the street from Splitsville. M&M stores there, movie theater, Cirque du Soleil, Everglades Donuts right back here. But this is run by Chef José Andrés. We came here for the first time a couple of years ago in 2021 when we came down for our big birthday celebration. And we are super excited to be back here again. Another one of those restaurants where it's almost so good it feels like it's underrated. Like, people don't talk about it. People don't visit here very often. It is more of a date night location. You're going to come in. It's going to take you a little while because it's a tapas style restaurant. But we are super excited to show you guys on the menu, try a few items, and give you an overall thought process on why you should come to Jaleo and check it out. Come on, let's go.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what to expect going to Jaleo. So this is a traditional tapas restaurant. So what that means is it's going to be a longer, more relaxed dining experience. Um, when I say longer, I mean upwards of 2 hours, depending on how long you're there. The first time we went to Jaleo, we were there with 2 other people, and we ended up staying for 3 hours. Again, it really just depends on how much you're ordering. But today we were there for 2 hours and it was just the two of us. So keep that in mind when you're making a reservation, deciding what plans you're doing after this, and also the company that you're taking with you. So Brant and I don't have children. We did see children in the restaurant, but do keep in mind that because this is a traditional tapas menu and eating style, some children are just not going to want to sit for 2 hours. So unless they've got some kind of entertainment or they're just really good sitting and eating over a long course of time, this is probably not someplace I would take the kiddos. But also with the traditional tapas, that means everything's going to come out when it's ready in smaller plates. So that means everything's going to be 1 or 2 servings to be shared amongst everybody at the table. They started us off with the cheeses. So that kind of serves as your appetizer. And then they'll start to bring out the meats and the sides and dessert and things like that. So, you'll have a plate every, 20 to 30 minutes coming out. So just again, we're only saying this so that you keep that in mind. If that's not your thing, if you're not a more adventurous eater and willing to try new things, like if you're looking for hamburgers and chicken tenders, this ain't going to be your place. And that's okay. But if you do like a rich cultural experience and you like trying new things, trying new foods, Jaleo is going to be 100% up your alley. I don't think Brant and I can stress enough how much we enjoy this restaurant and the relaxed feel and being able to try a lot of new foods. I feel like we try new things every time we go. So this is going to be one of those restaurants that we absolutely think you should go to if you can find the time to do it. All right, so I wanted to walk you guys through the menu really quickly. She recommended, obviously, the chef's tasting items for this chef will kind of pick everything for you, so you don't really have to do a whole lot of ordering or deciding. But then she said if you'd rather go a la carte, she recommended starting in the bottom left with the cured meats, which is where you're going to find the famous Iberico ham. And then they've got some cheese options. The manchego is a really popular item here, and we loved it when we were here the first time. But then you've got Jose's Way items, which is going to include a few different things. You've got soup and salads, anywhere from gazpacho to just a green salad that you can order. You've also got vegetable options. So you can see you've got some piquillo peppers, sauteed spinach. They've got a Spanish omelet, fried items, which is going to have the traditional chicken fritters, patatas bravas, which are really popular here. We loved those last time. They've also got the sandwiches. The bikini de jamon con queso manchego is delicious. Highly recommend that. Seafood down at the bottom right. And then you've got another page around back, which is going to have your meats, some larger plate items, your paellas, which you absolutely should get when you come. And then, of course, they also have some different desserts, pan con chocolate, which is delicious. And then you've got, we're here during the magical dining time frame. So if you want to look at this menu, it is $40 per person, and you just choose one item from each section. All right, so let's take a look at the cheese selection. You can either pick 3 or 5. We decided to do 5. So first up on the left is the Resillo Rojo, which is a bold and spicy raw cow's milk cheese with almonds and smoked tomate marmalade. Next up is the Resillo Blanco, which is an intensely flavored cow's milk cheese paired with Florida honeycomb and apricot marmalade. Next up is the queso manchego, which is a traditional unpasteurized manchego cheese paired with moscatel compressed apples. Next is the ideas. I'm going to pronounce this incorrectly, so I apologize in advance. Ideasabal, which is a smoky, nutty flavored sheep's milk cheese paired with orange marmalade and sliced almonds. And then last but definitely not least is the caña de cabra, a soft, semi-sweet pasteurized goat milk cheese paired with bread and fig jam. Really excited about that one. And then our first meat came out, which is the jamon serrano, which is just serrano.
Yep.
All right, next up we are trying the croquetas de pollo. And I remember hearing a story about this item and it being his grandmother's recipe. So the last time we were here, they were actually out of these. We didn't get an opportunity to try them. So they had them today. And so I'm really, really excited. Oh my God. Just look at the inside of that. It's like falling apart. It's almost like chicken noodle soup in a croquette. The inside is like melts in your mouth, but it's nice and crispy on the outside. That's very good. Next up is the bikini de jamon con queso manchego sandwich, which is just kind of a panini sandwich of serrano, sweet ham, and manchego cheese.
So you may notice that Bree is the one pronouncing everything because I barely pronounce Anglo-Saxon words. I asked my little brother about playing FIFA and me butchering everybody's name, but I'm going to give this sandwich a try. This looks amazing. I don't know if you can see that, but the cheese and ham and Verano, so yeah.
We did get this one last.
So in case you guys didn't hear, Bree said we did get this one last time. God, that's so good. So good. It's salty. The cheese, I would say this wasn't my favorite cheese of the cheeses we had on our cheese tray. But it's perfect for this. It's a pickle short of a Cuban sandwich, kind of. It's great. Highly recommend.
And now we have the patatas bravas, which is basically just fried potatoes on a spicy tomato sauce underneath with aioli on top. They gave us this big spoon to eat it with, but just to get with this aioli.
I think the big spoon was to serve it.
Oh, wow. I'm just gonna get one. Get some of the tomato sauce on the bottom and the aioli.
So the potatoes are fried perfectly. They're not crispy, like overdone. So they're still really soft on the inside, but they still have a little bit of a bite. Aioli is delicious, but that spicy tomato sauce on the bottom, oh my gosh, adds so much flavor. This is one of my favorites.
All right, we have moved on to the meat part of lunch. And so for the steak, this is a carne asada con piquillos confitados, which is a Jasper grilled 6-ounce prime flat iron beef steak with confi piquillo peppers. And then next to it, we've got the chorizo quesero con puré de patatas al aceite de oliva. I think I said that correctly, which is just house-made traditional chorizo with olive oil mashed potatoes.
All right, I'm going to try the chorizo here first. Look at the redness in there. And then it's got olive oil and mashed potatoes as the side with it that kind of come with it. Excuse me. That's really good. Really, really good. No, my nose itched, and I thought I could wipe it real quick and get it, but I couldn't, so sorry. But that chorizo is really, really good. Really nice, silky, smooth mashed potatoes. The olive oil, nice touch. And it's a really good chorizo, so another item I would highly recommend.
Try this steak. We got ours cooked medium, but I would absolutely ask for the chef's recommendation. I just can't eat anything lower than medium, so like a medium rare. Thank you. Okay, thanks. Okay, so that's cooked. Even the medium, that's so juicy. Still melts in your mouth. The piquillo pepper sauce on the bottom doesn't add any spiciness to it, but just adds a lot of flavor. There's got to be a marinade on this steak though, but it's got like those crispy burnt edges on it. So good. And next up is our shrimp. This is the gambas al ajillo, which is described as the very, very famous type of shrimp sauteed with garlic. So I think this one's going to be a classic.
All right, so I'm going to give this shrimp a try. Now, they also served it with some bread, and he said was the dip in the garlic butter sauce. Okay, I can see why they recommend that. Let's give this shrimp a try. That is good. You can see the garlic's like perfectly fried. None of it's overcooked. The shrimp is tender. You're not going to want to kiss your wife after this, though, because definite garlic mouth. But I like everything today. Highly recommend. There's nothing we've had that we wouldn't order again. There may be some things that we would order something instead of, but not because it was bad, just because we wanted to try something different. So highly recommend. So I wanted to hit on one last point real quick. Bree did a great job of kind of setting the expectation of what this is and what you should expect from a trip to Jaleo. One thing we forgot to mention, cost. So let me get you to hold that for a second. Okay. So we got 9. There was 9 items.
9 items. Yep.
Plus 3 sodas. So no alcohol. It was $187. And we did get it. They did have an annual pass holder discount, which was awesome. So we got $18.70 off. I left a 20% tip, which was $37.40. So our total bill was $216.63.
Again, that was for 2 people with 9 items.
So I think kind of the point that we made before. First off, food's amazing. You touched on that, I heard already. Yeah. So I'm not going to spend too much more time talking about the quality of the food. Mm-hmm. But what I will say is this is an amazing meal.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's really relaxed, laid back. It is definitely a date night.
Yes.
But if you're bringing your kids to Disney World, you deserve a date night. As long as you can figure out a way to get them so they're okay at home, leave the older kids in charge, whatever.
I don't know what he's trying to say about you deserve a date night after coming to Disney, but
well, this is a vacation. We're Disney adults. We do this for ourselves, right?
Yeah.
And some adults do too. But at the same point, if you're, when we bring our niece down here, or our grandniece down here, that's going to be a lot of that trip is going to be for her.
Yeah.
So a lot of this trip is going to be for your kids. If you have kids, you should take some time for yourselves. And this is a great way and a really underrepresented, you know what I mean? But a really underrated as well experience. It's amazing, but definitely find the time, come out, be prepared. It takes a while, and it's not going to be cheap, but it's well worth it.
Like I said, I wouldn't recommend making plans shortly after your reservation.
You're not going to come here and then go see a movie, even though the movie theater's right across the street. You're not going to be here and have pre-bought movie tickets. Maybe when you get done, you might want to go see a movie. Like, maybe we'll go see a movie. Maybe not, but we could now. But we wouldn't have bought tickets beforehand.
Yeah.
So. But anyways, enjoy your weekend, guys. Let us know where else you'd like to see us try. Definitely leave some comments below. And we will see you guys next weekend.
See you next.
Bye.